Die Paradijsbossie. This is a story with a mystical element, something supernatural going from winter into spring. It's a story of development, it's a story of growth, and then, like I said, the supernatural and mystical element. Let's dig in and see what it's all about. Reg, die inleiding hier, ons titel is Die Paradijsbossie. Dis 'n bos wat staan in die groentetuin. It's in the vegetable garden. Iemand het die saad gebring. Nobody really knows where the seed came from. Someone just arrived with it one day and they planted it in the vegetable garden. It only flowers once a year and only about a day or two. Maar elke jaar, einde September. So it blossoms once with snow white little flowers, spierwit blommetjies, net vir 'n dag of 2 aan die einde van September, altyd met oupa se verjaarsdag. Always at oupa's birthday. Goed, ons hoofkarakter in hierdie storie is Elfie. Haar naam is Elfrida en sy is iewers tussen 12 en 13 jaar oud. Ons lees in die storie dat sy 'n bietjie van 'n swak selfbeeld het. She doesn't have a very high self-confidence and self-worth. Sy voel of sy in die winter leef. She feels like she's living in winter. Dit voel vir haar soos dooie blare. Alles voel soos dooie blare en alles val uitmekaar. So it feels to her like everything is falling apart and it feels like dead leaves. En sy wag vir die lente om te verander. She wants to change with the seasons. Sy weet nie hoe sy gaan verander nie, maar sy wil anders voel. She wants to feel different. But she's not sure how. Sy sê miskien gaan haar hare nie kroes nie. Her hair's not gonna go all frizzy. Sy gaan die mooiste bene hê. She's gonna have the prettiest legs. Sy gaan haar musiek ken. She's going to know her music. En sy gaan onthou om te bid. She is going to remember to pray. So she knows that when spring comes, she's going to change. Dan lees ons aan die begin, sy verlaat die smalle weg en begeef haar op die breë pad. Nou dit is 'n bietjie van 'n Bybelse konnotasie hierdie, where you leave the tiny road and you go on the big road. Okay, so you take the easy way instead of the hard way. And the things that take her away from the hard way are 3 things altogether. So first of all, sê sy dit is die nuwe baba. So her mother has a new baby. En die nuwe baba kry baie aandag. So the new baby gets a lot of attention and she feels a little bit jealous. Dan is daar 'n verpleegster wat help om vir oupa te versorg. So there is a nurse that helps to look after oupa, who lives with them. En dan is daar 'n witkop seun wat langs aan ingetrek het. So there is a white-haired boy that moved in next door. And all of these things make her wonder if she still believes in the Bible, or whether these things are just stories and fables. Sy wonder of sy nog in die Bybel glo. And she tries to talk to her oupa about it, but he mostly falls asleep. Reg, kom ons kyk na Elfie se karakterontwikkeling. Nou weer eens gaan dit oor die 2 seisoene, die winter en die lente. Aan die begin van die storie lewe sy in die winter. She lives in winter. En alles is donker. En sy het 'n gevoel van skuld. She feels a lot of guilt. En sy loop met 'n wrok. She has a grudge against the world. En dan het sy ook 'n negatiewe liggaamsbeeld. She has a negative body image. Negatiewe liggaamsbeeld. Wanneer dit dan lente word, voel sy ekstase. She feels ecstatic. Sy voel lig. She feels light. En sy voel positief. Positive. So she feels the exact opposite of what she felt. Die paradysbossie ontwikkel ook. So ons kry ook ontwikkeling met die paradysbossie. Aan die begin van die storie praat hulle van die bleek spookskynsel. So wanneer die maanlig op die bossie skyn, maak dit 'n bleek spookskynsel. It looks ghostly. En dit sê die winterkaal takke. So because it's winter, there's no leaves on this bush. The branches are bare. Sy vergelyk hierdie bossie met 'n geraamte. She compares it to a skeleton. En dit alles wys vir ons op verlatenheid en dood. Desolation and death. Maar wanneer dit dan oupa se verjaarsdag is, so dan kry ons 'n wending. So met oupa se verjaarsdag blom die paradysbossie ewe skielik. Dan is hy wit oortrek. So kan julle sien die bleek spookskynsel word wit oortrek. Die winterkaaltakke is nou wit oortrek. Met wat? Met blommetjies. With little flowers. Hulle praat ook van 'n snoer. Reg? Dit is soos spierwit krale. Like a necklace. Is dit ingeryg. En oupa noem dit sy verjaarsdagpersent van bo. His birthday present from above. And that's what he says every year when this happens. Reg. So just take a moment and pause on this slide so that you can take down all of these notes. Reg, kom ons praat oor die mystiek. The mystical element of the story. So wat hier gebeur is we have a meeting with the godly. And it's almost something supernatural that happens. Die eerste ding wat gebeur is die bossie blom te vroeg. It blossoms too early. So what we learn in the story is that the oupa's birthday is moved forward by a week because the parents go away on holiday. And even though this happens, still on his birthday, this bush bursts out into beautiful blossoms on the day of his birthday. So that's one mystical element in the story. Hy blom te vroeg. En dit gebeur soos elke jaar op oupa se verjaarsdag, on the exact day of his birthday party. Dit is dan 'n vereniging tussen die godsman en sy God. Because we also learn in the story that Alfie's oupa is a man of God and he worked for the church and for God his whole life. So this is a joining of oupa with God that he served his whole life. And the fact that this happens brings him a sense of peace and satisfaction. Hy is tevrede. En hy is so tevrede dat hy dadelik kan ontspan. He relaxes completely en hy raak onmiddellik aan die slaap. He falls asleep very quickly. Reg. So dit is dan die mystiek wat ons in hierdie storie kry. Once again, please pause on the slide to take down the notes. Reg, dan kyk ons na 'n opsomming van die verhaal. Elfie is 12 jaar oud, op pad na 13 jaar. Dit sê vir ons die winter tussen 12 en 13. Sy begin dinge bevraagteken. She is starting to question things in her life and things around her. Haar oupa woon by hulle en hy word 80 jaar oud. He's turning 80. Hy is soms deurmekaar en ons kry die idee dat hy dalk Alzheimer's het. Elfie is 'n bietjie jaloers op die nuwe baba wat baie aandag kry. Sy is ook bewus van die nuwe seun wat langsaan ingetrek het. She's very aware of the new boy that moved in next door. En sy's 'n bietjie stout. Sy steel blomme by die musiekjuffrou se huis. She steals flowers from the music teacher's garden. Oupa se verjaarsdagpartytjie word 'n week vroeër gehou, want Elfie se ouers het 'n vakansie bespreek, so they're going away on holiday. And we have a little bit of a factual error here, because in the story it tells us that they booked this holiday months in advance. And if they booked it months in advance, they would have known the date, and then they could have booked it after Oupa's birthday or before Oupa's birthday. But now they booked it in that week. So it's a little bit of a factual error, and this actually comes up in your questions, which is why I'm mentioning it. Right. Die hele familie kom daarvoor. Dit is einde September, maar nog steeds koud. It's still cold. Daardie aand blom die paradysbossie. Dit is altyd op oupa se verjaarsdag, every year. Dit bring vir hom berusting. It brings him peace of mind. En dit is vir Elfie 'n nuwe begin. It's a new start for her. Dinge is nou anders. She feels different and she feels like she can make a new start. Reg. So vir jou kontekstuele vrae, gaan jy asseblief kyk na bladsy 174 in jou Verneekkind en ander verhale. And once you have completed the questions, you will find the answers on page 221. En soos gewoonlik is ons verwysing Verneekkind en ander verhale. I wish you all the best.